Well, hey garden friends, it's Destry. Today I am going to be trimming back some hellebore. I'm going to be tidying up some beds in my Oregon yard and just kind of getting ready for spring. It's a beautiful day. I'm getting lots done in the yard today. So let me talk to you a little bit about trimming hellebore and show you how I'm going to do that task today. It feels really good to get this garden bed cleaned up. I think I am going to get my little rake and just kind of rake the front of it here. But these hellebores are so gorgeous. They're looking so beautiful, but it's nice to clean up all the old leaves. And then I'm also trimming up my boxwoods a little bit and just looking for any, damage, and cleaning up the ground here near the base of the plants just a little bit. I don't need to go too crazy here, but I am ditching most of these leaves here of the hellebore. They have served their purpose. A little coral bells here, and I'm actually thinking about moving it away from this area. So I might just get my trowel and do that now. It's a good time to do it because it is pretty dormant. And then I noticed another lily coming up here. So I'm going to trim back some of this Dusty Miller to expose that lily there. And maybe go get my little rake. But I'm just going to take a look here and try I didn't miss any things to clip. Here. Looks damaged. And I am removing most all the leaves. Now you could leave some, but like these ones down here, I can tell there's some slug and snail damage. So that's another thing. When the leaves are touching the ground like this, it's inviting bugs to come up. And so it's almost better to let them go. And then I am going to be treating these with some slug and snail bait. I've got one broken stem here, so I'm just going to clip that. I'm going to be treating them with some slug and snail bait. This leaf right here looks pretty healthy, so I might just leave that one. But then I'm going to go ahead and clean up the other one. Now this one's in the black mondo grass. I'm going to cover that bulb that I uncovered there. So I really want to clean out this monmo grass right here and get these leaves away from it and let it shine a little bit here in the early spring landscape. Oh yeah, much better. Pull that out of there. Just around the base of the plants. I'm not like removing it totally from the bed. I'm just sort of cleaning up the base. This also would be a good time to apply like a granular fertilizer. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get everything kind of raked up in this area, and then I might just keep moving down my long border here down to the bottom and work on some things down there too. I just found this under our gate. Look at this, you guys. It's a kitty collar. Good thing it was a breakaway. Chloe, I found your collar. All right, back to it. What are we doing now? Oh yeah. So in this area, I'm just gonna clip back my fuchsias. I've got some really beautiful spring bulbs coming up, so I just wanna kind of clean it up a little bit. And then now is a really good time too to look and see if there's things that you would want to like transplant. So, you know, things are waking up for spring, but it's still early enough that it's a good time to transplant. I mean, plants are a lot of times more dormant. So yeah, I could definitely take a look at some of these. Now in this back area, I ripped out, I should say my husband helped me rip out a bunch of sort of invasive plants last season. So I definitely could, you know, split some things or move some things around in this back area. The only thing is that it gets a ton of shade. So it's a very shady spot, which actually might be really good for some of my plants. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab the clippers and cut some of this back. So these two are the Vermillionaire. They're proven winners, and I just wanted to see if they would, you know, come back this next year. So I left them in the ground. I don't see any growth on them yet, so I'm just gonna cut them back really, you know, kind of a hard cut back and see if they bounce back or if they are truly just an annual in my area. The other thing I have back in this area are fuchsias, and I've had them in the ground a couple years now, and they do really well for me here. So I think that they're fine. I noticed my little Brunnera is coming back too, so that's exciting. And but I'm not going to cut the fuchsias down like all the way to the ground like I am with the others. I'm just going to maybe give them a little bit of a trim up and just kind of shape the plant, but they will come back, and sometimes they bloom on the old wood, so it's important to leave some of that up for them. So I'm going to be using two different kinds of treatments here. I've got this Corey's slug and snail, and then I'm trying this one this year. This one also will kill the earwigs and a couple other critters here. So I'm going to try just a little combination of both, and I'm just going to do this whole garden bed because it gets so much shade. It's really important to treat it, and now's the perfect time. It is going to rain the next couple days, which won't affect the application. And if anything, it'll bring out the slugs and snails even more. And so I just do need to keep my animals out of it. So that's something to consider, but I think it's worth it so that, you know, the slugs don't eat all of the hard work you do by gardening and growing flowers and such. Like coating with this on the whole area, and then I'm going to do a little bit more with this like targeted around each plant. So again, I'm just kind of sprinkling this on, trying to evenly spread it, and hopefully this will help with the slugs and the snails and the earwigs and such in this garden bed. I have noticed some activity already, so I want to get on top of it. So that's probably good for that. And then this one, of course, when I cut it, I cut the thing to it. So this one I'm going to go in a little bit more around the base of some of the plants, specifically the helebores. They don't really bother with some of this stuff, but some they definitely will. Definitely these hyacinth bulbs, they're going to be on that for sure. And then I have a little primrose here, so I'm going to do a really thick coating there. I do have some things coming back in this bed that I'm really excited about. All right, guys, well, I did my first kind of bigger clean out of some of my garden beds in my backyard today, and I was able to treat for slugs and snails and just kind of see and anticipate, you know, the beginning of spring out here in my yard. Again, please forgive my beautiful yard art by my son. It's part of the charm, but I'm really enjoying being out here today and taking care of this garden bed. I can't believe that it's already going to be spring. It is spring, and it's so exciting to see, you know, new things blooming and anticipate what my garden will look like this year. So be sure to check my playlist. I have lots of different playlists about yard art, about seed starting, about planting perennials and annuals, and doing garden chores. So I hope that you will take a look through my playlist and find another video that interests you and hit play. If this video helped you out or maybe inspired you, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you need me, I'll be doing some gardening. I'll see you next time. Bye.